Miss Universe under fire after Rocha ties Fatima's win to Instagram popularity. Rocha has spent the past week arguing that Fatima Bosch's rapid rise on Instagram validates her Miss Universe win. In an interview on La Saga, he insists the surge reflects admiration rather than controversy and repeatedly frames follower numbers as proof of legitimacy. The available data tells a different story. Social Blade shows long periods of low activity, followed by an extraordinary spike that coincides directly with the pageant's most contentious moment. The pattern raises questions about his explanation and the growing dependence on digital visibility inside an organization that once relied on transparent judging. Just for your knowledge, Fatima has gained 3 million followers in just 1 week, a remarkable achievement by any standard. During my term, other Miss Universes like Victoria from Denmark and Shanice from Nicaragua also experienced notable growth in their followings, proving their influence during their reigns. Yet, our former American queen, Rabani, who won in 2022, has reached only around 800 followers in nearly 5 years. The numbers speak for themselves. Fatima's reach, engagement, and resonance with the public have been nothing short of extraordinary. Rocha, President, Miss Universe Organization. Social media surge raises doubts. Fatima Bosch did not enter the competition as a dominant digital figure. Her follower count remained modest throughout 2023 and 2024, showing minimal movement until the confrontation in Thailand went viral. Social Blade records reveal a spike of more than 1 million followers in a single day, followed by several days of continued growth that pushed her beyond 3 million. The organization has not provided evidence linking this timeline to the judging process. Instead, Rocha used the numbers as a defense while avoiding the fact that the surge took place only after the controversy escalated. Sudden growth of this scale is characteristic of viral moments, not long-term public interest. Several contestants held strong digital profiles long before the final night. Women from Vietnam, Bangladesh, Palestine, Côte d'Ivoire, and Chile entered with large, established audiences whose engagement had built steadily over time. The data places Fatima among a cluster of high-performing contestants, rather than at the top of the field, contradicting Rocha's suggestion that her digital presence was exceptional before the pageant. Business priorities land in the spotlight. Miss Universe has faced financial strain and ongoing restructuring throughout the year. In the interview, Rocha often references the difficulties he inherited, yet his remarks suggest a leader who now relies heavily on moments of online virality to keep the brand active. Sponsors, broadcasters, and social media bursts have become central to the organization's strategy. That approach overshadowed key principles the competition claims to uphold. Rocha highlighted Fatima's spike as evidence of extraordinary resonance, while ignoring the fact that Vietnam's Nguyen Huong Giang held the highest follower count before the pageant began and still maintains it. Contestants from the global south already commanded far larger audiences, but Rocha treated Fatima's rise as a singular phenomenon. The emphasis on her numbers appeared less like analysis and more like justification of an outcome that remains opaque. It reinforced concerns that social media surges are now being used to defend decisions the organization has not explained elsewhere. Visa rules clash with Miss Universe's global claims. Rocha's comments on visa restrictions deepened the uncertainty. He argued that contestants from countries with limited passport mobility were less suitable for the role, implying that the organization prefers winners who can travel freely without extensive paperwork. This position clashes with Miss Universe's claim to be a global platform. It also overlooks the fact that many of the most influential contestants, Vietnam, Bangladesh, Palestine, and Côte d'Ivoire, come from regions where visa barriers are a practical reality. These women still built some of the strongest audiences in the competition. The argument also ignores the cost to the contestants themselves. Many invest a significant time, savings, and national support to reach the stage, only to be told that their passport may place them at a disadvantage. Rocha's explanation suggests a system that rewards convenience rather than merit, and one that quietly favors contestants from Western nations with high mobility passports. If follower count is meant to signal global relevance, then the very women he dismissed for logistical reasons are the ones generating the strongest online demand. His reasoning does not align with the data and exposes a gap between the organization's stated values and the decisions it appears willing to justify. Statements and data fail to align. Rocha attempted to distance Miss Universe from Omar Harfouch, the judge who publicly questioned the results. He labeled Harfuch a pseudo-musician, while simultaneously admitting he gave him trophies, backstage access, and permission to film in restricted areas. Harfuch is not an obscure figure. He promotes himself internationally as a pianist and as a recipient of a Vatican honor reportedly awarded by Pope Francis. These details undermine Rocha's attempt to minimize his significance and point to weak oversight. Rocha also confirmed that the leaked video originated from Harfuch's team, indicating the organization understood the source early and recognized concerns about how the moment was handled. His account of events in Thailand further highlighted internal disorder. He confirmed that a national director publicly silenced Fátima and threatened contestants who attempted to support her. Although he framed his response as necessary to keep the program moving, the description revealed a lack of control at senior levels. Rocha's claims about follower numbers follow the same pattern. He presented Fátima's surge as evidence of widespread support, but Social Blade shows her account remained quiet until the controversy turned global. The spike reflects the virality of the scandal, not anticipation of her win. The disconnect between the data and Rocha's explanation suggests follower metrics are being used as a convenient defense rather than a transparent account of how the scoring worked. Final thoughts. Rocha positioned Instagram numbers as proof that the Miss Universe result reflected global support. Public reaction shows the opposite. Fátima Bosch's surge did not grow across a reign. It erupted after the walkout. The leaked video and the confrontation in Thailand triggered worldwide attention. The numbers Rocha relies on are tied to the controversy, not sustained interest. Rabani Gabriel, Miss Universe 2022, and the first Filipino-American title holder, challenged the narrative directly. "I'm so tired of being measured by follower count," she wrote, an immediate rebuke that resonated widely. Her statement captured a broader frustration with an organization that now appears more invested in metrics than merit. Thousands rallied behind her, questioning why a single week of crisis-driven attention was being framed as meaningful validation. Viewers also highlighted the inconsistency in celebrating Fátima's spike, while overlooking contestants whose followings grew steadily over years. Nguyen Huong Giang of Vietnam, Tanja Zemen Methila of Bangladesh, Nadine Ayub of Palestine, and Olivia Yacout of Côte d'Ivoire entered the competition with substantial, long-standing audiences. Their influence reflects cultural reach and sustained public interest, not a burst triggered by scandal. This distrust has spread to perceptions of the win itself. Accusations of organizational bias, bought followers, and behind-the-scenes chaos continue to circulate. Even those sympathetic to Fátima have questioned how a week of virality could outweigh months of preparation, advocacy, and consistent engagement from other competitors. Support for her exists, but anger toward leadership and the belief that Miss Universe prioritizes visibility over integrity now overshadow it.